going on, Juco?
TheRippStixx podcast, the return.
We have not been posting a lot, so sorry about that.
Yeah, a little thing called the summer.
Mm-hmm.
This is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
You know why it's exciting?
Why?
Because this is the first podcast we've done in like 2 months. It's actually kind of sad. If the audience forgets, I'm here with Lincoln and Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You guys have a lot to say. I mean, there's so much to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
What have we been doing all summer?
On the beach.
But I mean, in general, we've been where?
In Brington.
Mm-hmm. Think about all the things we've done this summer. Come down here.
Surf jam.
Went to Fenwick. Surf jam. Hanging out. But we have a lot of news. Been to a bunch of Phillies games. Yep.
And I'm going to one tonight.
Lincoln is going to one tonight against the Braves. Another must win, in my opinion. I think he has Ranger Suarez on the mound.
Lincoln has a new bike.
Oh, yeah. Lincoln got a new bike.
Shoes.
Well, we have to get new shoes. You do
Well,
too.
yeah. I mean, that kind of goes with the territory now. You guys grow so quick, but it's typically every single year. New
We got new
shoes.
teachers.
New teachers, yep. So let's just start with the summer real quick. Like how's it? This is Labor Day weekend. It's the Friday of Labor Day weekend. Just in general, how was your summer?
It was good.
Okay, but not. It's not like great, but it's been good.
Well, how can your summer have been better?
If I didn't get sick, and if I had more friends to play with besides like Franklin and like.
Okay, well, a couple things. You got sick for 24 hours, and the whole thing with the friends, that is 100% on you, dude.
I have no friends down here.
Make them.
Well, I do because they're all like not nice.
So all the kids down here are not nice.
Most of them, yeah.
Can we talk about the surf jam?
I could talk for an hour about this friend situation. Lincoln just thinks that, people should walk up to him and they just go, "I'm your friend.
No.
Please let me talk to you now."
No.
All right.
All right, so
Let's go with the surf jam.
Surf Jam annual event.
Frank got second. I didn't even place because I sucked.
That's not true. I mean, it's not true that you didn't place, but you were in basically like a semi-pro division. I mean, some of those kids.
I just like sat out there. I didn't even like try to win.
That's not true. You actually surfed the best waves you've ever surfed. Especially your first wave that you caught. I'm pretty sure it was the best wave you ever surfed.
Mm-hmm.
But just think of it this way, dude. You're going to be in that division for the next 4 years. Think about how much better you will be in 4 years. I mean, it's going to be ridiculous. And Franklin did the boogie board. And
There's 70 kids there.
he did excellent. He got second place.
I have 50.
I think you could have got first. I don't remember who got first, but
It was that kid who's all the way on the other side.
okay.
Even
But it was fun. You guys got cool T-shirts, and it was a great day. I surfed down there, and This summer I actually caught the biggest wave of my life too. Almost died during a paddle out. It took me about 40 minutes to paddle out. I don't know that I've ever been as tired trying to paddle in water.
Yesterday we went to the water park.
Yeah, you went to that water park twice. It's kind of like
It wasn't. It wasn't a. Out of 5 stars, it was a 3.
I would agree.
I just wish the shotgun was longer.
Lincoln has a birthday coming up in about 2 weeks.
So do you.
How old are you going to be like?
I don't know.
12.
Oh yeah.
You are really close to being kicked off the podcast in the first 5 minutes.
What have I done?
You've actually done nothing. That's the whole point. School's about to start. We've gotten all your supplies ready. But what's the what would you say the biggest news of the summer is? I'll give you a hint.
Josephine.
It's the most recent news.
We're selling the beach house, I think. I don't know.
Oh, no.
Selling the beach house.
For a new one that's bigger.
And
better.
Well, that's the plan. But
what if someone else buys it?
well, that could be real. But the first step was selling the Sandy Dupe. And the house has been good to us. We've been in here 4 years or 3 years. We brought it in
2020.
2020, yeah. Yeah, it was August of 2020, so it's just 4 years we've been in here.
Speaking of selling the beach house, what are we going to name the other house? I don't want to name it Sandy Dupe 2.
I think it should be Sandy Dupe 2, like TOO.
I don't like that because I don't like just copying off the other better one.
It's not a copy.
Well, let's just not name it
is.
Sandcastle like the other people.
Listen, I would take that house in a second.
You would? It's bigger.
It's an absolute castle.
But I don't like the name. It's
The
just
Duke
like,
Castle.
I don't know.
The Duke Castle.
No,
Maybe.
we'll see. But yeah, it's
But do you know for sure that we're selling this house?
I know 100% sure we are.
So let's talk
As a
about
matter
the
of
Phillies.
fact, it's official 2 days after your birthday.
That they're buying it?
Yep.
So then where are we going to live?
Well, fortunately, we have another house in Mickleton. The summer's over. Can you sit down, please?
No.
The summer's over, which is really, really sad.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I didn't do as much this summer. I wasn't down, as much.
I feel like
but-
you didn't go in the water as much. You just like sat down.
Well, what was the reason for that?
You're sore.
What is it? Well, it's not that I'm sore. I'm injured.
How?
My
forget.
shoulder.
Oh.
You forget?
You
I've only talked about it all summer.
You haven't gone anywhere
That's why
to like get it fixed. You have to.
I've been rehabbing it. That's why I paddleboarded most of the summer.
But that hurts your arm.
No, paddleboarding doesn't. Surfing does. Because paddleboarding, I don't have to do that, like swimming stroke. I paddle and I keep my arms down towards my side, so it's a lot easier. But I'm definitely injured. But we'll get through that.
So the Phillies have been doing good.
Well, yeah, I mean the summer was really hard for the Phillies. Like post All-Star break, they stunk.
I wonder, since like almost all the games were sold out, I wonder how October is.
Well, if they're in, I mean, it's going to be pretty hard for them to not be in October baseball. But
They're
I
already
mean,
already in.
Well, don't jinx them. All of those games will be sold out. I mean, every single one of them, and they will be like our tickets. we will have, since we're season ticket holders, we will have one game per series. I could probably sell those tickets, and just those tickets would probably pay for the entire next year.
You are right.
So, you know.
I can't imagine how it is sitting behind home plate.
I mean, I've sat behind home plate. It's not.
No, I
I'm
mean
telling
like
you.
the price.
Oh, it'd be really expensive. I don't know what the face value is going to be on a playoff ticket in our seat, but I'll tell you.
Next year we're gonna be in foul ball territory.
I'll tell you that I could sell each ticket for each game for probably $400. Like each.
Only 400.
Only? That would be someone spending $1,200 plus fees per game.
But
That's a lot.
you should sell like a ticket for 1,000. That's how much a Sixers game is.
Well, you can only sell what they're worth, and you have to kind of go by what like other tickets are selling for. But we have good seats, though.
And next year we're gonna have even better seats.
Yeah, next year I moved the seats. I really did not want to be in the first level because I sat in the first level for years, and it's like I liked the 200 level because it's a lot more private. Like there's not as many people around. But I'll tell you this: the tickets that I got are pretty good.
Like the ball girl will be giving us the baseballs.
Yeah, we'll be right near that ball girl
And-
on the left field line,
And like
their
if
baseline.
there's a good team like the Astros, just say some of the Astros players come over to that side and sign things, so maybe we can get something signed.
Yeah, we'll definitely. I mean, we'll have foul balls. If nothing else, even if we do not have foul balls hit to us, there will be probably 5 to 10 balls a game that go to that ball girl. Mm-hmm. So I know Franklin will be sprinting down there, and I can guarantee 100% that Franklin will get a ball. 100%.
Well, she only gives it to like the little kids that are there first.
That's not true.
That's not true.
That's not true. I think she does a combination of.
She gives it to the little kid and the big kid.
Nah, well, I think she does a combination of like who was there before the game, who maybe talked to her, who is polite, and who is.
So you're saying I'm polite?
No, well, the last part I was going to say is persistent.
Oh.
Like you see it every game, how kids run down there every time. Like the same kid will run down there every time. And if she sees him like 4 or 5 times run down there, odds are he's going to get a ball.
We
If
just
you run
went,
down there before the ball, sorry. If you run down the, whatever, talk.
we just went to the Astros game, went to batting practice, and we almost got a ball.
Yeah, there were some bombs hit, man.
And I think I'm going to the practice tonight, and there's going to be some bombs too. There's a lot of right-handers that can hit.
Well, if there's right-handers that hit, you want to be in left field.
I am. I'm going to center, left, like left center.
I would go to. Oh, that was a loud lip smack. I would go to.
I'm not going to like a left.
I would go to like 143.
Yeah, I'm going there because like they were hitting it like in the middle, 143. They weren't hitting it left to left field like where Marsh is.
Yeah, I would go like 143.
But do you want a Matt Olson ball?
No, I don't really care who I get. It's the Braves, but I would like an Azuna one, but I'm not probably going to get him. He probably
Maybe
goes.
Sean Murphy.
He probably goes out earlier. Who knows? I don't know anything, but
What else? What else do you think our audience should know, man? Are there any other things I'm missing as far as like what we did and what?
Teachers.
we're going back to Eddie Maria. I'm sure we already said that like 2 podcasts ago.
I don't think we did. I'm not even sure that it
Well,
was.
we're going
booked.
back April, and we're doing like the
NBA
same. We're doing like the same
NBA
exact thing.
NBA trades.
Yeah, the Sixers got a lot of different like smaller pieces.
McCain is really good.
The Sixers should be good if everybody stays healthy. It's all about Embiid, though, as usual. If he comes in with the right attitude and he's not lazy, you know what? You know how you'll know how the Sixers are going to do? What kind of weight he comes in at. If he comes in looking overweight, they're done. He won't
Well, like
he won't last the
that's why they
season.
got the pieces.
Yeah, but the pieces only help. The pieces won't get you there. Embiid has got to be
Well, what
the
if
one.
say if Embiid injures and Maxey and Paul George, like they do what they did last season, plus the guys they got and Paul George.
Well, just remember, there's only so many points in the basketball game, and what you need to figure out is
How you're gonna get the points?
Well, no, I mean, you're gonna want Embiid to score the same amount of points as he's been.
Speaking of Embiid,
Hold on.
Okay.
You're going to want Embiid to score as many points as he used to, but you need those other guys. You're going to want Maxey to score at least as what he used to. So then it comes down to Paul George, and where is he going to get his points? Are his points going to take away from Embiid's high percentage points or what? So it's kind of weird. I don't know what they averaged.
Well, Embiid averaged like 35 points.
I mean, in the NBA, like, what did the team? I wonder. I'm gonna look
how
it up
much
right
points
now.
they averaged? Like 115, I think.
Let's just say.
But
Hold on.
I think
NBA
Maxey's points will be taken away.
points per game.
I think Caleb Martin would get more points, like 20, just 20.
All right, let's see. NBA team points per game.
But their team is definitely stacked with role players. And like,
All right. Well, there's definitely a little bit to gain. Last year, the number one team points per game.
Pacers.
Do you want to guess?
Pacers.
How did you know that?
Because I'm an NBA. I look at all these.
Casual.
So they were 121.6, and the Sixers were 14th with 114.1.
Yeah. Then
Boston was fourth with 118.4. So that's crazy. When you think about it, the difference between the team that won and the Sixers was only 4 points per game. But at 4 points per game, like the last team,
I'm guessing the
Piston.
Raptors.
Memphis.
Memphis. Oh yeah.
Yep, 105.8.
Well, the Pistons they didn't really have a great team, but you gotta think about all their games that they lost. Like a lot of them, like I bet you like 70% were by 10 points or less.
I don't know why
which is good.
the Sixers got rid of, but Nick Batum.
Would you rather have Paul George and Andre Drummond?
Yeah, you had to get rid of them because there was no way that you were going to get some of the other pieces.
They also got that guy out of France. I can't pronounce his name. It's like Jan something.
Yesterday, Brandon Marsh and Nick Castellanos hit home runs.
Yeah, they really got saved there. They left that pitcher in way too long. The Braves.
He had like 109 pitches.
I could tell he's getting tired and just threw the wrong pitches to Marsh and Nick. But yeah, they just got it done in the pitching. And the bullpen did too.
And speaking of Embiid, I was going to say earlier, was when we went to the Astros game, he was actually there, sitting behind home plate.
Yeah, it was funny. It was like trying to find where's Waldo as soon as they put him up on the screen and we saw that he was there.
I don't even know why they
It
put him.
took me all of like 1.5 seconds to find him. It was like, where? There he is.
I don't know why they didn't show him earlier.
Well, because he probably wanted privacy. Well, first off, he probably was not there at the beginning of the game.
Yeah,
I bet you he strolled in around the third inning, maybe the fourth inning. And really, he wants privacy. He doesn't. And the games also, they do the same thing at the Sixers game. Like you go to the Sixers game, and let's just say like
Jalen Hurts is there.
yeah,
He was there.
Say Jalen Hurts is there, they might flash him once, and that's it. They don't want these guys to feel like they're on stage when it's not even their team or their sport. But
yeah, the Phillies had a walk-off that game.
yeah, that was good. That was good. One of the things I wanted to talk about, which I don't think you guys are giving enough appreciation to it,
What?
but
What?
when we get back home
Workout.
for the summer,
Oh, yes.
yeah,
He doesn't
I don't
like
remember
it.
what this
I
is.
like it.
yeah, we gonna work out every day
Yay.
in the basement, getting ripped and buff.
Yeah.
Cringe.
Well, you know what I started thinking about? I remember I was about your age when at my house growing up, we had this janky, like, I want to say it was like Life Fitness, this like universal machine. They were like really big in the 80s and the 90s, where it was like one machine that you could do like a lot of things on. And I started lifting. And when I look back on it, by the time I was in 8th grade, I had a little bit of this going on. I had a little bit of this going on.
No one cares about that.
But what's important about it is it made me feel pretty good. It was one of the only things that made me feel good about myself back then was that I was in shape, and that you could see that when you put in a little bit of hard work, you get some reward. Plus, it gives you some keeps you in shape, gives you some confidence. Hey, you know the other thing that I really want to do? Guess.
Jiu-jitsu, and I'm not doing it.
I'll do it
You know why?
to defend yourself.
Let me go on just like a little.
Because I have
I'm gonna
fight.
go on a
Yeah.
30-second rant. Okay, just 30 seconds. This world is a beautiful place, a lot of beautiful people, and can be very fun. But
It's also a horrible place.
there are also times in your life where bad people or bad situations come up, and you absolutely need to know how to get yourself out of that situation.
But what if there's like police that immediately show up and they just take them away? You don't need it.
Well, then you
waste
have
all that
nothing.
training.
You have nothing to worry about. But I'll tell you right now, there are, I don't know, 400 million people in this country, and there's probably 200,000 police officers. My point is that more often than not, they're not going to be there. And I could teach you skills that will get you out of a situation.
Please don't.
I will.
And just like lifting, when you start feeling like you could protect yourself, maybe protect your girlfriend, maybe protect your mother, and most importantly, yourself. Man,
That was 30-second rundown.
it's one of these.
Well, I already know how.
Stop the presses. Do you know how to defend yourself?
Yep.
So tell me what you're good. What's your? Yeah, really. Hold on. Good call, Franklin. Ready?
Cringe as fuck.
All right. So tell me step by step how you're going to defend yourself. I'll be the bully.
Run.
Hey, dork. Hey, get over here, man. Hey, nice looking hair, dork. And
Thanks.
Then he starts pushing you, and then he gets you in a headlock. And he's like, "Where you going, dork? Where you going? Huh?
I'm just gonna have
With your-
backup friends.
with
that
your
punch-
with your dupo hair, and where you going, dork?" And he's gonna start going like this.
You go
And
like
he's
this.
gonna start
You,
noogie. He's gonna go, "Where you go?" And then he goes, "Ugh," and he pushes you down to the ground.
you grab him by his legs, slam him down,
You have two options. You have two
and
options,
bulldog
right?
him.
Here's the first option, right? The first option is while he's doing it, you go,
Stop, please. No more. Just let me go.
They're not gonna do
That's a
that.
baby.
option 2
The baby.
is this is what happens.
About jujitsu, bro.
And when he puts you in a headlock, you immediately turn your hips, you circle your hips around his butt. You turn that headlock into a takedown situation. You pivot your hips, you lift him up with leverage off the ground very
Put him in
easily.
the cradle.
Nope. And you're going to put him down on the ground, and now you're going to be in side control, and daddy's going to eat. You can decide whether you just want to get out of that headlock. You can decide if there's an arm available and you're like, "Oh, That's a good looking arm. I think I'm going to break it. You could take his back. These are all good things, Link.
I'm taking.
And guess what? Do you know what your dad is?
A 4-time champion.
Your dad is a very skilled black belt. And it ain't like
With
being
stripes.
it ain't like being a
With
black belt.
stripes.
It ain't like being a black belt in karate or aikido or undefeated in street fighting. This really works.
With stripes.
So
My pardon.
we got some work that we're going to be doing. And it's going to be really fun.
Wish me luck.
It's going to be really fun. It's going to be really fun.
I'll take down Franklin in
Yeah.
2 and block.
I actually know wrestling, and you don't.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
Franklin's
bigger.
got a decent wrestling base. Wrestling is a really good base to have.
I just like. I know.
Wrestling
Here's
stinks.
the reason why I didn't do wrestling. I like
Basketball's way
doing
better.
it better than
Blah,
with you.
blah, blah.
Basketball is way better than wrestling. He chose that, and I
Okay,
like
okay.
that opinion.
I like basketball.
Here's what I'll tell
but,
you.
Dad.
Here's what I'll tell
Wrestling
you.
is
Dad,
the
I'm
worst
gonna tell you
sport. I don't
something.
lie.
I
Okay.
like. I didn't want to do wrestling because I didn't want to. I just wanted to practice. I didn't want to like do all the
Okay.
things again.
Here's what I'll tell you.
Nice move.
You played basketball really well. You were very aggressive. And if nothing else, if you had zero skill, you really, really hustled. I mean, you really, really played basketball. Like that sport is definitely for you. With baseball, I think you get a little bored sometimes. Basketball, you're just constantly running. That's why I think you'd
What
be
about
really
me?
good at soccer.
What about
I'm-
me?
I'm talking
Heck
about Franklin
no.
right now. That's why I think you'd be really good
I
at
do
soccer.
play soccer at
Because
recess
listen,
because I think it's a good
soccer-
exercise.
Soccer is just basketball
You're kicking.
feet.
on the with your feet. Like you're just constantly running around, bigger field. I think you'd be really good at soccer. But Franklin, your aggressiveness could have been very, very good in wrestling. And here's what your problem was. Your problem was is you didn't like to lose. I think you sometimes maybe felt embarrassed. But everybody loses in wrestling. Even the very best lose. And I just think you missed out. You could have done both, and as you got older, you could have figured out, like what you did and didn't want to do, but that's all right. It's whatever. I really wanted you to wrestle.
What about me? Like, what do you think?
Lincoln, you did very good in basketball too. You really just need to continue practicing your dribbling.
And passing.
Ball handling is key, and confident dribbling and confident passing.
I think the only thing about me is that like
You pass to the
my
defenders.
passing and dribbling, but like if I was open, I was open to shoot, I would make it. Like I
Right,
did
but
most
that's
times.
going to go away as like the teams get better. Like you have to get open.
I just don't have confidence with dribbling.
Well, here's how you get confidence in dribbling. You dribble every single day.
I do outside.
And
I
you
know
have to
how-
dribble not like you're dribbling. I see you out there. You're like Mr. Burns. Your back is hunched over. You're trying to dribble between your legs and around your back like you're going to do
No,
that in a game.
practice on your left hand.
Hold on. You have to get in like the position that you're going to be when you're dribbling in a game. Triple threat position, head up, confident dribbling. Like when someone's challenging you, like when someone's coming up to you and they're actually guarding you, you have to be confident in your dribbling. You should do that until December, every single day in the driveway. And that's the single biggest thing that you can do to improve. And
Like I think my shooting is good. I'm just like not like it, like it's okay.
well,
but
just think about it. That dribbling, confident dribbling, that gets you to the basket. That gets you open with the ball. You have to remember, you have to keep in your mind too that getting open is not about running towards the ball. It's about running away from your defender. Just think about that. Often in your guys' age groups, when you want the ball, you
run
run
towards
towards the ball. You just want to run away from your defender.
I just try to get open, like
Well, that's the
any
point.
way I can.
That's the point, but you don't though. You
Because the
typically-
defender's on
You
me.
typically run towards the ball and you go, Brandon, 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 Brandon.
That's the other
And then
kids.
you just give the ball to the defender. Just go,
So
"Here you go."
we're gonna work on it.
I'm good outside, but in the game I get less confidence and I don't dribble as
You
well.
also got to.
Well, that's because
I'm
you
like
don't.
Angel Reese. I can't dribble.
That's
but I-
because you don't practice the things you need to practice. You're constantly
Dad,
out
I
there.
practice free throws. I practice shooting. I
I
practice my
understand that,
dribbling
but you
through
don't
him.
need help with the free throws and stuff like that. You just need to dribble. Just keep dribbling. You'll be fine.
It's just
Yeah.
the dribbling. That's all I need.
we
Like,
also have like these little headband things at home, and it's attached to a ball, and you like slap it or punch it, and that's good hand-eye coordination.
Okay. All right.
So we can work on that.
Do you think I could be a good like? I know I played baseball for like most like when I could start, but I haven't really played for the last 2 years. But like I've been like practicing more. Do you think I could be like a like? What do you?
Yes, Link. You could be good at whatever you wanted to be.
No, I know you always say that. I'm saying
but,
like
but no, I'm being serious, Link.
I know you are, but like
Here's what I'm gonna tell you. This is dad life lesson of the podcast.
Okay.
You will be good at almost nothing right off the bat. There's
gotta
almost
practice.
nothing. Think about how bad I was.
At jiu-jitsu.
No, well, yeah, there was a time. But like, think about this. Dad can do jujitsu really well. Dad can replace a hot water heater. Dad can build a shower.
because you practice over the
Dad
years.
can do all this stuff. Think about how bad I was at surfing when I started. I remember buying a board, running out into the water with no wax on it, turning for the first wave that came to me like, I'm going to catch this wave, no problem.
And you didn't get.
I got nosedive. The board went flying up in the air. I did that for an entire year.
That's just like basketball or baseball.
What I'm saying is dude, like, I am not good at anything right off the rip. So why I bring that up is with baseball. Dude, you're going to be a big kid. You're going to be a strong kid. You're going to have all the tools in the world.
Like baking.
But what's going to get in your way is your brain. Your big old overthinking, overcritical brain is going to get in the way. So yes, you could be good at baseball.
I'm just afraid that I've gotten hit.
Okay,
I've gotten
that's
hit
your
so,
problem though. But that's your problem.
I've gotten hit so much times, and I feel like I'm like the only
Those-
player on my team that gets hit. I got hit
Those
in the head.
three
before.
words that you say at the beginning of almost any sentence you say.
And
I'm just
and they're always
afraid.
negative.
I'm just afraid. I'm just afraid. I'm just afraid.
I'm just afraid.
I'm just
That's me.
afraid.
I'm just afraid.
But you're not.
I'm just afraid to get hit.
Do you know what you need to be afraid of? A tiger. A grizzly bear.
A raptor.
A bad guy. You don't need to be afraid about baseball.
I just don't want to get made fun of.
You're not going to get made fun of.
You just said this about the water park. You said, I don't like getting fun of or embarrassed when I fall off at the end. No one cares.
Yeah,
like
no one is looking at your dude behind.
And no one's going to be like, who's that kid? I'm going to post this online.
Also, can we talk about how I was undefeated yesterday?
Because you're bigger.
6-0, going down the slide. Even when
bigger.
you two dupes were together.
You're bigger and you're fat.
Although the one time I went down with just the single tube, I don't know if you saw it,
You fell
but
off.
I didn't fall off.
You
I
flipped.
did an entire backflip. Like as soon as I hit that water,
Well,
the wave was so big, it completely.
what if that girl couldn't get you in time and you fell down without the tube at the like thing? Like,
Well, I did.
no, you wait without the tube.
No, I mean when I came down.
No, like not like coming down. I mean like that big thing that you go down. It's like a wave, and there's like a bunch of things. I don't know. That big thing you go down that she sends you down.
Yeah.
What if she doesn't get you in time? You fall down without the tube. Like you could.
Well, I did.
No, like the blue thing that she sends you down. Did you fall down that?
No,
I'm
Okay.
like
I fell down before that.
I'm not saying like imagine if she couldn't. You fell down the thing in there. She was like helping another customer or whatever, and then you were like the current was taking you towards that way. She couldn't get you, and you fell down that big blue thing.
Yeah, I did want to slide down that blue thing
With
without
nothing.
a tube.
She said no though. Right?
I also wanted to go down what was the one called?
Shot.
Shotgun. I wanted to go down the shotgun on my stomach.
You can't,
Good,
Dad.
you could.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
The sign said you can't. I wanted to though, because then I could have done a dive.
Or I could have done a backflip.
You
Or
they,
like
they
that.
have the thing about this water park is that I know it's like at every water park. It might sound crazy, but their rules are really strict.
Well, I'm sure they have the same rules as every water park.
I know, but like if you're like laying like you're supposed to, and your hand's on the right place, like to say it's like 1.1 inch off where it's supposed to be like this, then they're gonna say, "Hey, put your hand right there," and you put it there, and then you go down, and you just move it, and you're fine.
To be honest, when I go down that one, just like no tube, you go down, and there's like things at the end. I'm slow on it because I go slower.
I think that one without the tube, I don't think they had enough water flowing.
That's the thing. I was like going so slow, and that's why Lincoln almost won every single race.
I think I was going slow too because I felt like I kept getting stuck on the slide. Like I don't think there was enough water.
And then
Well,
water
listen,
would just
dude,
push
you're
you.
a little lightweight. Think about being my weight.
No, but his one goes fast. Mine goes slow because mine's
No.
probably older.
Do-wee.
Someone sounds like
Like
a
a
dork.
Is there anything else we have to talk about? I feel like we talked about everything.
I don't know. You tell me. I do have to log off, and I have to sign some contracts
All right.
for the house.
I mean,
But can you just it's basically the end of the summer. It's unfortunately Labor Day weekend.
this is probably the last podcast we're doing this summer.
I would really like to know like your goals that you would like to
Get
accomplish
buffer.
by this time next year. So by the end of next summer,
Get stronger and just be good in school.
that's
Get
okay.
stronger.
That's good.
Drink more protein and win
drink
first place.
You drink a protein shake every single day.
Win first place in what, Frank?
Boogie board.
You gonna do surfing next year?
I'll try.
Come on, dude.
I'll try.
I might do longboard if I like get good enough.
You should.
No, he should do
Longboard's fun.
paddleboarding.
Longboard's fun.
But Carter's probably gonna win anyway. So
Well,
like he's
how
good.
old's Carter?
My favorite.
His like
Is he 15?
I think he's like 14 or 15. I think he has one more year with me.
He's favorited. Like
Well, listen, it's not about winning. I mean, that's basically a pro. It's not about winning. It's about going out and having fun, and then you're gonna have like 2 years, 3 years.
I know, but like, did you see that kid that didn't win, but he should have, and they gave it to the other
Well,
kid?
I mean, I'm not gonna speak to that, but you'll be fine. Like it'll.
I just feel like the judges favored like just a bit, like just a tiny bit. Like they did it last year because one of the judges I think was like one of the kids.
And do you know that
kids'
Liam-
and one of the kids' dads, and they won first place, obviously, for like 2 years in a row.
I believe it. I
And
think he's
Dad,
heavily favored.
do you know that person who won Wave of the Day? I think he should have won.
He's heavily. No, there was this girl that her dad was like the person last year in the thing as judge, and guess what? She won first place. Frank should have got first place. Frank did better than her the whole time.
I'm Frank from Wyckoff.
No hate, but I'm Lincoln.
And I'm Dad, and you're gonna hear a lot more from us. Peace.
This is the last
Peace.
podcast of the summer, probably. So we'll.
Love you guys.
Bye.